Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop, and this is my review of the Nike Air Max Scorpion Flyknit. So this shoe is freaking expensive. It's $250. $250, quarter of a grand. Holy crap. Plus tax, it's more. It's like $270 something. I think I paid for this. So yeah, if you guys do want to cop, I'll try to leave the free link in the description box. It is available on sneakers only, like the sneakers app only, which is weird. It's not available on the Nike app. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm gonna just go straight up and say that I'm not a huge fan of Air Max. I don't like Air Max, and I'll explain in a little bit why I don't like Air Max. But this is crazy, guys. Insane. If you like Air Max and you like the feeling of Air Max or Vapor Max, then you'll definitely like this shoe, right? So anyways, let's get it started off with the tracciones, and we have some weird tractions very similar to the original Vapor Max, but I think it's a little bit better because it has a little bit more rubber. You know, you have a little bit more tread on here as well. And it's just like, you know, just a regular outsole, you know, and it's not like super slippery or anything. It is obviously rubber, so that's a good thing. There are some shoes that are super slippery, and obviously this is just like a casual shoe. Don't do anything in this shoe. Don't run in this. Don't breathe in this because you will break your ankle. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so there is a traction pattern there. Also, this is kind of cool. Like, this kind of reminds me of like a bug's mouth or something. I still don't know why it's called a scorpion. Maybe that's why, because there's no stinger or something. How does it look like a scorpion? I don't know, but this part looks pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of like an antenna or like ants' mandibles or mouth or whatever. But anyways, there's that. Moving on to the heel to toe transition. So heel to toe transition, of course, is pretty important to me, even on like a casual shoe, just because I don't want something super chonky and super clunky like a boot. You know what I mean? Like a Jordan 12 or like a Timberland. You know, obviously it's not as important, you know, if you're just walking around, but as far as like overall comfort goes, to me at least, personally, I don't like it to be super clunky, right? So here in the Scorpions, it's not bad. You know, there is a crazy compression here in the heel, of course. And then here in the forefoot as well, it's just like throughout this Air Max unit, it's crazy compression. So that feels pretty smooth overall. And also here in the forefoot, we have a nice curved shape. Look at this. We have a crazy rocking shape, but it's super damn stiff because it's Air Max. And that's also another reason why I don't like Air Max, is because they have to put a whole bunch of plastic, right? You guys can see all this plastic here. It's basically like a plastic plate. It makes it overall super stiff, right? And I do like what they did here in the regular Vapor Max, where it's like super flexible. The same thing here in the Air Max. I believe this was a 270, right? So it's not even like Air Max here in the forefoot. So here in the Scorpion, it's a lot stiffer, but of course it's not a huge deal. I feel like, because there's just so much curve here in the design of the sole, so not a huge deal, but that's something that I don't like, right? And now moving on to the cushioning setup. So holy crap, guys. First of all, if you're a short king, shout out to my short kings out there. You're still valuable. You can still you still got Riz. That's the saying nowadays, right? I can't believe I just said that. But yeah, so if you want to be like 3 inches taller, this is a great shoe to get. Because holy, look at this. Look at how thick it is. She is super thick, dog, with 5 C's, not even 3 C's, 5 C's, guys. She got a bouteille, you know what I mean? So first of all, yeah, if you want to be tall, obviously this is a great option, right? But in my personal opinion, cushion, or like what makes a cushion comfortable, is not only the compression of the midsole, but also like step-in comfort, right? And you get 0 step-in comfort with Air Max, just because, like I said, you're just on top of plastic, right? And I wish they would change it up. Maybe add some like React foam or Lunarlon or something, so that your foot is right on top, or maybe like a drop-in React. That would make it even thicker though, which would be absolutely insane. You'd be like 5 inches off the ground. But you know, to me personally, if this is a casual shoe, You know what I mean? And if I want to wear a casual shoe, I want it to be a little bit more on the more comfortable side of things. And you know, step and comfort is very important to me, like I said. So as far as the insole goes, the insole sucks. You know, it's just a very, very thin, like plastic insole that does not improve step and comfort at all. And then underneath that is like I said, just plastic, right? So you can have as much compression as you want here from the midsole. But for me, if my foot is on top of like basically like something really stiff, and then there's a crazy amount of compression underneath that, it's still like not that comfortable in my personal opinion. So it feels very similar to VaporMax, you know, where there's crazy compression, but like right underneath your foot for step and comfort and underfoot cushioning, it's just plastic. It's not that comfortable, right? So same thing here in the Air Max 270, but of course I believe this was Cushline. This was pretty damn comfortable here in the forefoot, which I did like. But of course, also it's like VaporMax, but also a little bit different because VaporMax actually has, it feels like it has more PSI, right? It also like feeling it with my finger, it gives a lot less than the Air Max Scorpion. Like this gives a lot more. You know what I mean? Like it goes in a lot easier, and also it feels a lot squishier, especially here in the heel and also here in the forefoot, right? So yeah, it seems a little bit higher up off the ground, and it's like it has less PSI, so there's more compression. So it feels even crazier than the VaporMax, which is absolutely insane. You know what I mean? Like just look at these plastic pillars. Like look at this. This, you know, like you're just so high up off the damn ground. So yeah, it feels very similar to VaporMax, where it's just like there's a crazy amount of compression and stuff like that. If you find that comfortable, then yeah, you'll like this. You know, if you like the VaporMax, you'll like this, you know? But like I said, for me, it's not comfortable. It's just too crazy, especially if I'm walking around. I feel like they should have added a little bit more PSI, just in my personal opinion. I feel like this Air Max unit collapses a little too easily, and I'm light. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna be heavier, right? And also, if you have a bigger foot, which means there's more surface area for the Air Max unit to compress, which I did read that they did, you know, measure the PSI like differently for different sizes, but I feel like it'll be a little bit negligible, you know what I mean? But anyways, it's too crazy for me. I don't like it, and it's not that comfortable, you know what I mean? So there's the cushioning setup there. Moving on to the materials are super nice. You know, we have Flyknit, we have good ventilation. It's thin, but also conforms to your foot very, very well. And it has a nice little stretch to it. And also another like added bonus is I love the fly wire, right? The laces go through the fly wire. And also the laces, like with these rope laces, feel very nice for like quality, right? It doesn't feel cheap at all. The tongue has zero padding whatsoever. But it's just like this, like, I don't know how to pronounce it, but they're calling it like a type of Flyknit, right? And also here in the ankle, there's zero padding, zero. I guess besides like way in the back where your Achilles is, but also like that's also like negligible. You know, there's zero padding basically. So yeah, if you want a very minimal material that conforms to your foot very well, then this is very nice. But if you want like a cozy material with like a lot of padding and stuff like that, then obviously this isn't the best option. And now moving on to the fit, I went up half a size and it fits me very, very well, right? So I would suggest going up half a size if you want a nice snug fit. Going true to size, I feel like will be a little too tight because I went up half a size and my toes go pretty much right to the edge of the shoe. So yeah, if you want a nice snug fit, probably just go up half a size. If you have a wide foot or you want a roomier fit, probably go up a full size because it is a very snug fit. So yeah, overall fit, nice for me. And something that I'm very curious about is the weight. I feel like this is gonna be super freaking heavy. And yeah, this is definitely something that I noticed from this. Just look at how much plastic there is, right? I'm guessing like 14, 15 ounces, honestly. That's how, yeah, 14.53 ounces, guys. That's insane. That's really heavy. Let's check the other pair. Yeah, 14.22 ounces. That's extremely heavy. Just for comparison, VaporMax is really, really light. I'm guessing like 10, 9. Oh yeah. Oh my, 7.9 ounces, guys. 7.9 ounces to like 14 point something ounces that's like almost double the weight. You know what I mean? That's definitely something I noticed a lot while wearing the Scorpions, and especially the Air Max 270s, right? These are pretty light as well. Yeah, 9.5 ounces, guys. So yeah, that's also something I really didn't like about the Scorpions, is that it's really, really heavy, very chonky. You're high up off the ground, and all that weight is right underneath your foot, right? Obviously, this Flyknit's super minimal, not adding a whole bunch of weight. It's all this plastic underneath your foot that you feel like all the weight, you know what I mean? And obviously, like for a casual shoe, it's not as important, but still, I didn't like the overall feeling of it. And as far as the aesthetics go, honestly, I kind of like it. You know, it has like a futuristic, very futuristic design to it, which I like. It also looks very unique as well. So yeah, honestly, I like it. You know, just wearing it casually, I feel like you can get some pretty cool fits, just in my personal opinion, with this shoe. It just sucks that it's so damn heavy and not comfortable really at all, in my personal opinion, right? So I guess the good thing is that, you know, it looks pretty good, material is minimal, the quality of the shoe overall is pretty nice, and it does make you like 2 to 3 inches taller, which I guess is a good thing. But other than that, if you're looking for like a comfortable shoe, yeah, this is not comfortable. If you're looking for a shoe, like a versatile shoe, I don't know why you would pick the Scorpion, but if you're looking to get like a trainer or something, or maybe like you're casually walking around, right? But maybe you want to run around or something, you play around and jog or whatever, jump around. Yeah, you can't do that in this shoe. It's really, really bad for that. It's super unstable too. So yeah, for $250, no, I would not recommend it. I would recommend, you know, a lot of other shoes, especially if you're looking for comfort. The main reason I would say to get this shoe is if you want to be 3 inches taller, or if you just like how it looks. Or I guess, you know, if you really like how Vapor Max felt and that was the shoe that you really liked, then I feel like you'd like the Scorpions. But in my personal opinion, not a huge fan of this shoe. So anyways, that about concludes my review of the Air Max Scorpion Flyknit. Again, if you guys do want to cop it, try to leave the link in the description box. But I would highly recommend that you don't. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.